I had to.
Test.
Is that me?
Where'd your...
You don't have one?
Why don't we sing the anthem? Why doesn't that happen?
What's that one song called?
Why don't we do it?
I think it's the Ramona.
Yeah, maybe someone came and take it.
Lauren Whitney! Oh, yeah!
Allie is there.
I wish these had pockets. This would be a whole lot more fun if this had pockets.
Miss T. Miss T. Guess who I've been hanging out with? And Frankie. You'll see him at my party, because you'll be there. Why, you liar! You told me you would be there. You are a crusty crust McCrust. That's fine. I might not be there, but you at least need to say hi to my family.
None of us walked in a straight line anywhere. I was just like, oh, gonna make a diagonal.
All right, good evening. If I could have everybody please stand. If I could have everybody please stand at this time and remain standing for the flag presentation, the choral presentation, the school song, and the invocation, which will be given by Zach Martin. We will then follow the program for the remainder of the commencement ceremony. But at this time, please stand for the flag presentation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. With liberty and justice for all. For all. For all. badge of honor, steadfast forevermore, stirred with a sense of duty to ourselves and to our school, to search for right and wisdom, to defend the way of truth. Silver and blue are the standards of our spirit, burning bright. They tell of a proud devotion to the cause for which we fight, eager and ready for service, thy name to glorify, ever to remember the strength of sterling High.
If I could have everybody please remain standing, and gentlemen, if you could remove your hats in the stands as Zach Martin comes forward to give us our invocation.
Please bow with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the fantastic years that are behind us. Every student here has worked incredibly hard for this moment, and none of us could have done it without you or our amazing education system. I thank you for providing the students of Ross S. Sterling High School with teachers and staff who deeply cared for their students in their school and worked tirelessly to make sure that we were provided the best education possible. Lord, now we look to the future. Nothing is holding us back, but at the same time, we no longer have the protection of the school that we've become so accustomed to. Watch over us and guide our lives. Give us the ability and desire to make the most of our lives and use every last ounce of our potential. I believe, Lord, that the seniors of Ross S. Sterling High School that are graduating here tonight are the best of the best, and I believe miraculous things lie in wait for everyone's future. In these next few moments, our lives will be changed. We will no longer be considered children but adults, and it is time for us to stand up with pride and proclaim, we did it, and it is all thanks to you. As we proceed through an uncertain future, may we remember that you will always be by our sides, and that you will never forsake us, for our futures are in your hands. In your wonderful Son's name I pray. Amen.
Thank you. Y'all may be seated.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Morgan Barnhill, and it has been a true honor to represent Ross S. Sterling High School as the senior class president of the 2011 and 2012 school year. I would like to take this moment to acknowledge the attendance of the GCC ISD administrators, the Sterling High School's faculty, and also its administrators. Thank you for your unending support and putting forth all the tremendous effort to prepare and help us succeed in our futures. I speak for the senior class when I say, without you, it's truly not possible. To Dr. Don Beck. From the beginning to the end of our high school journey, you have been a true example of a leader. You inspire us to dream big, and your words of advice will forever hold a place in our hearts. I admire you as a person for believing in every single one of us. We will miss you very much. Mom and Dad, you are my support system. You have believed in me from pronouncing my first words to now, and you are the reason I have come so far in life. Your morals and support system are the reason I stand strong in my relationship with God, and I continue to be a positive young woman who strives for her utmost goals, making sure I never fall short of hope. I love you both so much, and I will miss you greatly. Family and friends, every one of you have shaped our lives, and because of your guidance and love, we have become amazing individuals. You are very deserving of a thank you, and the class of 2012 will give you one on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you for being our role models. You send us off into our futures with confidence to reach our highest goals. To my classmates, you're the reason I stand here tonight, and I want to thank you for being my friend, even though I'm a tad bit loud, energetic, and crazy. I wish you all the best in everything you do. You are all close to my heart. I'm also looking forward to seeing you all at our class reunion and learning about all of your accomplishments. Finally, I want to give a shout out to my hot golf team and also to my coach, Mr. Leighton Littlefield. You do not know how much you mean to me. Without you, my senior year would not be complete. You have filled my heart with passion and love, and I'm looking forward to next year's first place trophy. Fight, 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 Sterling Rangers. As you all know, you only live once, so also known as the acronym YOLO. So let's live life to the fullest with no regrets. And remember, class of 2012, I love you all, and never forget, 1, 2, that's who. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, faculty, and my fellow graduates. My name is Sam Valgamesa, and it was my distinct pleasure to serve as the student body president for Ross S. Sterling High School for the 2011-2012 school year. I have to start off by telling all of you that the class of 2012 is a class of resilience. We have faced many challenges in our high school career, but we have overcome them all. Tonight, I'm going to share with all of you a reflection on our high school experience, which will bring us through a series of highly personal anecdotes which will have little relevance to many of you in the audience, causing most of you to become uninterested and probably engaging us in a battle of who will fall asleep first, all of you or me. So instead, I brought a good friend along with me. Named Taylor, so that I might give to you guys a musical rendition of the challenges of the senior class. Sorry. I forgot to mention, I'm inherently awful at singing and playing the guitar, so forgive me if your ears start to bleed or your children start crying. Now this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and I'll tell you how oh, sorry, that's the wrong song. So we started off at Sterling High School, a bunch of freshmen trying to be cool, and we'd scramble, shuffle, trying not to get crunched on the first day of school, sitting down at lunch. Oh, we survived till our sophomore year, and we lost all our biggest fears, but the crazy Texas weather came around with snow and Hurricane Ike trying to drown us. Oh, we are the senior class of 2012, came from heaven and we're giving them help, but even though we had a perfect season in football, people know we're Rangers 'cause we'll always give it our all. So junior year came around again with our classes trying to do us in, and we passed our very last tax test, and that's when we would become the best, because we are the senior class of 2012. We came from heaven and we're giving them help. Though we had a perfect season in football, people know we're Rangers cause we always give it our all. YOLO. Here comes our senior year, repeat after me. Prom nights, pillow fights, Stallworth Stadium, Friday night lights. Senior year, shed a tear. We're so glad to be out of here, but we're coming to the end of our senior song. But if you know the chorus, then please help me sing along, because we are the senior class of 2012. We came from heaven and we're giving them help, but though we had a perfect season in football, people know we're Rangers cause we always give it our all. One more time, seniors, y'all sing along with me. Cause we are the senior class of 2012. We came from heaven and we're giving them help, but though we had a perfect season in football, people know we're Rangers cause we always give it our all. People know we're Rangers cause we always give it our all. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. All jokes aside, we fought through every challenge that we were given, and we stood back up, more ready for the next one to come. There are many good times we all shared here in high school as well. We made friendships that'll last 100 lifetimes, and we learned a little about who we were and who we want to become from the teachers that would bend backwards for us, literally. I know you guys remember them making fools of themselves at pep rallies, trying to hit the Dougie or do the stanky leg. And I know you all remember Mr. Curl's tax prep rap in the car with his wife and kids. High school served as our training ground for real life. Sports and activities taught us discipline and teamwork. Clubs and organizations taught us leadership and responsibility. Classrooms taught us our knowledge, and even more importantly, a way for us to learn. So as we stand here tonight, graduates, about to dive headfirst into our real-world lives, I hope we can all take a moment to do what Morgan did and what we as human beings do the very least in our lives, and that is to be thankful to our parents, to our teachers, our family, and our friends, and to whatever force you might believe makes the universe spin round. Because without the sacrifices made for us in many other different moments, we wouldn't be able to stand here in this one special moment. The class of 2012 is a class of resilience. We are going to face many more challenges, but we will still overcome. Some people are going to try and tell us that this year the world is going to end, but they are dead wrong. We are just taking over. God bless you all. Good night.
Before I begin, I would like for us all to take a moment of silence to remember my fellow debater and bandmate, Corey Arnold. Thank you. Hey guys and girls, congratulations on graduation. I'm glad to be here speaking to you as a salutatorian of the class of 2012. Throughout these 4 years, I've had many different experiences that have shaped me as a person. I know you have too. I'd like to share with you some of what I have learned. I'll be the first to admit, I am far from perfect. I'm certainly not going to tell you what to do and what not to do, but I hope you can take a moment to reflect on your years here, because let's be honest, half of you aren't going to listen to me no matter what I say because you're daydreaming or, well, night dreaming about your future. Nonetheless, looking towards the future and whatever it may hold for you is just as important as reflecting and learning from the past. By the end of this, you'll be thinking, what is this guy doing? But I'll weather your weather whether you think I'm clever or not. Class of 2012, tonight we are so young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. You're all happy that school's out for summer, and you'll be saying, I got a feeling tonight's going to be a good night quite a lot, but you may or may not want to party rock in the house all night or lose your mind. Every day you'll make choices that will affect what happens next. Whether you're going to jump off a bridge because all your friends are doing it too, or whether you're going to be yourself, or whether you're just going to be different, it's up to you to decide what you want to do with your life. There are billions of people in this world. Millions in the U.S., thousands in this town, and hundreds in this graduating class. But there is only one of you. And you is kind, you is smart, you is important in your own way. Someday you may be a stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom. You may own your own business or climb up the corporate ladder. You may go pro in something other than sports. You may start a job today that you'll be doing your entire life. You may be a rock star or a movie star, a pawn star or a superstar. You may even actually go to a star. But the key word in all those sentences is you. Life's about what you do, why you do it, and how you do it. Life's about who you are, where you are, and why you are the way you are. Life is full of questions that you'll have to answer. A lot of those questions may not make any sense, but it's up to you to decide when, where, how, and why to answer the questions you're asked. You know, Kevin Smith once asked me, what's better, a good plate with nothing on it? Oh, wait, sorry, I messed that up. What's a good plate with nothing on it? I know it has a meaning, but I don't think it's the time or the place to answer it. And I don't know how or why I would answer it, but in life you may have to answer questions like this or decide that some questions don't even have answers. Though this may be a silly example, it reminds us all that we never know what we will face in life until it faces us. As you continue to grow up and go on with your lives, you are the only one that will determine what happens in your life. And anytime your future looks dim or that you get worried about what could happen, just remember that today is not tomorrow. But we can't have a future if we didn't have a past. Getting to this point in our lives took a long time. We've been in school almost 2/3 of our lives and been in high school almost 1/4 of that. For many of us, high school has been the fastest 4 years of our lives, and for others it has crawled by, but we've all made many memories. We'll never forget the class clown that was always funny, sometimes funny guy funny, sometimes like amusing funny, and sometimes funny like a clown funny. All of us had an awkward moment, but not because we just wanted to know how it felt. Many of you have been down for the count, but you did your time, took your chances, went the distance, and now you're back on your feet. We've all had soul, but we weren't all soldiers. We've all let it be. We've all made new friends, but kept the old. Some are silver and the others gold. We've all had teachers or principals look at us and been told that we went over the line, and that this isn't Nam, this is school, and that there are, in fact, rules. And how could we ever forget the most important part of school? No, it's not what you're thinking. I'm actually talking about learning. All the classes and teachers were like a box of chocolates. You never knew what you were going to get. In chemistry, it was elementary, my dear Watson. In math, it was some fun. In astronomy, we learned the moon wasn't really made of cheese. In history, apparently no one was a crook. In physics, always with us, the force was. In film class, we heard Rosebud one too many times. In crime scene investigation, we were told to round up the usual suspects. At lunch, we all hesitantly said, I'll have what she's having. In government, we learned how to vote for Pedro. In economics, we learned why a penny saved is a penny earned. In biology, it was alive. It was alive. In theater, we learned to be or not to be was actually a question. In English, we learned books burn at 451 degrees Fahrenheit, and it seems like in every test there was a dinosaur drawn somewhere. But most of all, we learned, don't let it be you. We may or we may not all be ready to say hasta la vista, baby, because we know we won't be back. But as we graduate, don't forget, carpe diem, seize the day, boys, make your lives extraordinary. We've all lived and lost and learned and taught, met new people and found best friends. We've made our own choices and dealt with the results. Our lives are about our actions. Theodore Roosevelt once shed light on the importance of what we do in our lives. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out where the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there's no effort without great error and shortcoming, but has actually strived to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so this place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. For the above reasons, I affirm the resolution. Resolved, the Sterling High School class of 2012 should substantially increase its policy of honesty and or personal choice in their lifetime. Whoops. Sorry, this isn't a debate, but Jared, I still think you're going to need some prep time. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, Thayer was right. I didn't prepare for a debate. And if you haven't heard this 3 times before, good evening. In debate, we depend on facts. We depend on something that shows us it can be done. We depend on someone saying it can be done. Evidence is what we call it in CX. I would like to present some evidence to show how my family, my brothers, and how you have pushed me, and how you can be the same. First, I'd like to thank everyone in the audience for choosing to be here in support of the class of 2012. Thank you for putting up with the traffic, the heat, the threat of rain, and most importantly, thank you for putting up with us teenagers. I would like to begin tonight with a quote that I heard many years ago, and I don't remember when I heard it or why, but every time I do, it strikes a chord inside of me. This is for you, Connor. On September 12th, 1962, right here at Rice University, Houston, Texas, John F. Kennedy delivered a speech to a crowd of thousands, to America and to the world. He stated, "We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard." I would like to thank my New York family for the accent advice. There are people in my life today that I would like to thank for choosing to do the difficult thing in their life. And it's because of them that I am here today as the valedictorian of Sterling High School. My parents have always made it work for the better. And looking back, I would never have imagined them having the relationship they have today. They see through their disagreements for a bigger purpose, me. They work together, communicate, and even as a divorced family, it's one of the best. 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays, and great parents, especially my dad. Looking back, I never thought my father and I would be in the position we are in today. I remember the annual Sunday after dinner trip to Toys R Us. I would always get one toy, constantly asking my dad for anything at the store, and knowing his inevitable answer would be yes. And even when we fell on hard times, I had every game system, every game I wanted, and even a dad who would pick me up every night at 10 or 11 o'clock just to bring me to his apartment in Clear Lake that we shared with a friend. Mere hours later, he would wake up again and bring me to school, often late, but still. My dad chose to be a father who would love and care for his child no matter what. He would find a way to make me happy before himself, and he has given up all too much for me. My only hope is I can do the same for him when the time comes, to make him proud today, and tomorrow help and love him the way he loved me these past 18 years. I hate to leave him, and I love you, Dad. My mom has been an absolute trooper, and my brothers will attest to this. Now her daily good morning text at 6:15 in the morning and cute blank text messages when I haven't woken up or haven't replied may be annoying. But I know I'm going to miss a mother who's always been a phone call away with anything I need. A mom willing to go through a multitude of paperwork at the last minute, and I mean last minute, to attend West Point University. And my dream has come true because of that lady. A mom willing to ask every day, did you do your best and did you give 100%? I never replied with yes ma'am. I replied with my actions because I knew she was doing the same exact thing. My mother taught me selflessness and dedication to give 100% because everything counts, and I will every day because of her. I love you, Mom. Only a year after my parents separated, both my two brothers decided to join the Marine Corps. I would lose both my big brother, Daniel, and my bigger, younger brother, Andrew. The times with my brothers were some of the best. I remember watching Rugrats with them, being tortured, wrapped up like a little pig in a blanket and tossed around, or grabbed by the feet, swung around and thrown into the couch, or barely playing Super Mario Bros. Because they knew all the cheats and would never get a game over. And now, I had lost my best friends. Little did I know that they would return more than just friends, more than just brothers, but as an inspiration, as people serving their nation. Today, Andrew serves in Kabul, Afghanistan as a private military sniper. Daniel serves as a naval JAG officer in Yokosuka, Japan. My brothers have taught me what duty, honor, and country mean. They have been there pushing me and showing me the way to live, to serve others. Andrew has been my motivation to push myself physically, and if any of you have ever seen Andrew, you know what I mean. He's a rather large man. He has taught me that I am the captain of my soul, and one day I will be bigger than him. One day. Andrew has also taught me to do the great things. Freshman year, when I thought about giving up, he was there pushing me to carry on. I remember getting a very low grade, and I'm not going to say it, but I just remember thinking that I couldn't be what my older brother, Daniel, had done. See, he also was high in his class. He was number 4 in 1999. It's safe to say there's been a little sibling rivalry these past 4 years, especially when he found out I was number 1. He questioned me many times about my rank, constantly wanting updates on whether I had dropped or stayed. And whether it be Jeopardy, Monopoly, Trivial Pursuit, or Twister, we are constantly competing and often cheating according to the other. The competition has sharpened me, but I also know Daniel has been behind me the entire way. And I'm happy to be able to say both my brothers are unable to be here because they're doing great things. They are climbing their mountains with difficulty surrounding them, and they are my biggest inspiration. They are my heroes. My family, given to me by God, has shown me what it means to do the difficult thing. They have been my motivation, not by their words, but by their actions. They have been the reason I am here today, and I thank God every day for giving me a family so disconnected, yet so connectedly influential in my life, each in their own way. These past years, I've also made friends who have pushed me to do the difficult things. I've been blessed with a life full of fun and motivation because of them. At church, I found a role model, Adele, Alan DeLeon. He's always been there for me, even when he was 1,000 miles away. I never would have imagined also making one of the best friends of my life, Scott Lee. And he's my little brother. He's pushed me and given me the motivation to grow this year and to pursue great things. I've been further blessed to have friends like Thayer, Wesley, Peyton, Braden, and so many others, especially my baseball team. You have all pushed me and been there for me, bringing me up, challenging me to do the difficult things, and I want to say thank you, especially Thayer. It's been a fun, long 4 years. filled with challenges, and we've met them head on. In debate and in school, you've challenged me, and I want to say thank you. I wish you the best, and you will do the best. Now, I want to thank you, class of 2012, and challenge you to do the difficult things in life. It has been a fun 4 years filled with memories, as Sam displayed, and I wish I could play the guitar and sing well, but I promise you it would not be a good show. We have a life ahead of us filled with choices that we must make, and they will be difficult. There will be times when we want to put ourselves before others and simply take the easy way out, but I implore you to take the road less traveled, because it is those people who will lead the rest, and you will set an example for children like us. Give back, do the difficult things, just as those who came before you. And remember, it took America 7 years before finally reaching the moon. A time filled with success and failure, wins and losses, just like our future. But the people before us, our parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, friends, and best friends, coaches, teachers, our leaders have shown us it is possible. There is no better time than now, and as John F. Kennedy said, we cannot rest, we cannot wait, and we cannot look behind. Class of 2012, go to the moon and beyond.
Thank you, Morgan, Sam, Thayer, and Jared. We appreciate your words there. There are many people here tonight who have contributed to the success of these seniors. We would like to express our appreciation by recognizing these people at this time. First, we would like to recognize our Goose Creek Board of Education. Please hold your applause until I've announced all members of the board. Board members, please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all board members have been introduced. Mrs. Janice Coffey, President. Mr. Howard Sampson, Vice President. Mr. Daniel Blackford, Secretary. Mr. Jimmy Smith, Assistant Secretary. Mr. Carl Berg, Member. And Mr. Augustine Laredo III, Member. Please join me in recognizing the Board of Education. We are also pleased to have joined us tonight several members of the administrative staff of our Central Office, Alternative Learning Program, and School Community Guidance Center, as well as elementaries and junior highs that feed into Sterling. When I call your name, please stand as well. Dr. Toby York, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Byron Terrier, Deputy Superintendent of Administrative Services. Ms. Diana Maldonado, Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Ms. Suzanne Heinrich, Executive Director of School Administration. Mr. Pete Cote, Executive Director of Support Services and Special Projects. Dr. Thomas Kelchner, Director of Special Education. Ms. Jancy Alexander Alfaro, Director of Guidance and Counseling. Mrs. Norma Picasio-Jones, Director of Migrant and Bilingual Education. Mrs. Michelle Verdun, Principal of Peter Highland Center. Mrs. Elaine Thomas, Peter Highland Center. Mr. Mike Riojas, Assistant Principal, Stewart Career Center. Mrs. Karen Smithson, Principal of Impact Early College High School. Mr. Gary Allen, Principal of School Community and Guidance Center. Mr. Dave Gillings, Principal of Gentry Junior School. Mr. Greg Lind, Principal of Cedar Bayou Junior School. Dr. Ron Wyatt, Principal of Alamo Elementary. Ms. Jamie Lanou, Principal of James Bowie Elementary. Mrs. Susan Griffin, Principal of Crockett Elementary. Dr. Precious Reminick, Principal of Days of Olive Elementary. And Mrs. Laura Smith, Principal of Stephen F. Austin. Thank you. Now, at this time, I'd also like to recognize the administrative team and counselors at Ross S. Sterling High School. Mrs. Julie McReynolds, Academic Dean. Mr. Michael Curl, Principal. And Mrs. Clara Pena, Counselor for the senior class. Assistant Principals, Mr. Marshall Land, Mrs. Carrie Smith, Mrs. Susan Jackson, and Mr. Ryan Rodriguez. Counselors, Ms. Clara Monroe, Mrs. Utandra Lamarck Nichols, Mrs. Gloria Pickens, and Mrs. Leah Vize. Please join me in recognizing these administrators and counselors. Goose Creek Independent School District consists of men and women who care for your children and have grown to know and love them. They have worked with your children for 4 years to help them arrive at this point. Many of these men and women are sitting in the stands with you tonight because they, like you, are honoring a senior in their own family. I would like to ask the staff members of Ross S. Sterling, Stewart Career Center, Peter E. Highland, and School Community Guidance Center, which includes instructional, paraprofessional, and counselors and administrators, to please stand and be recognized at this time. As parents of these young adults, you have played a vital role in the educational process. We appreciate the support you have given us. I would like to ask the parents and guardians of the class of 2012 to please stand and be recognized. All the parents and guardians. Hey, members of the class of 2012. Members of the class of 2012, if you'll please stand. Members of class 2012, please stand and recognize your parents as well. Go ahead and stand and recognize them. Come on. Now, I also know there are many proud grandparents that are in the audience, and we'd like to recognize our grandparents. So, grandparents, if you'll please stand at this time and allow us to recognize you. And one last group I'd like to recognize. I would also like to have anyone who's a former graduate of Ross S. Sterling High School to please stand. Graduates, you too will be a proud graduate in the stands for future graduations. Thank you to everyone for your attendance tonight. Tonight, as we announce the names of our graduates, we will point out the various cum laude degrees. Summa cum laude is the top 2%, magna cum laude is the next 3%, and cum laude is the following 5%. These students represent the top 10% of our senior class, and we will recognize their achievement individually when their name is announced. In the program, we have listed their names of students who have received honors, awards, and scholarships. They will also appear in the Baytown Sun. Therefore, we will not introduce them individually tonight. We have attempted to list all the scholarships and honors in the program. However, because of printing deadlines, many were unable to be listed. I would like to announce that the total worth of combined scholarships for the class of 2012 is over $1.5 million. Congratulations, graduates. Now at this time, I'd like to call Dr. Toby York to the stand, Superintendent of Goose Creek Schools. He will present the graduating class of 2012.
Thank you, Dr. Beck. As superintendent of the Goose Creek Consolidated Independent School District, it is my privilege to certify that the class of 2012 of Ross S. Sterling High School have either met state and local requirements for graduation and are eligible to receive a diploma, or have met the attendance requirement under Senate Bill 673 and are eligible to receive a certificate of attendance. Those receiving a diploma have successfully completed the following requirements: the curriculum identified by the Goose Creek Board of Trustees and the State Board of Education, and successful completion of the exit level assessment instrument, TOS or TAX, or an individualized educational program. The very fact that you have completed your studies and are part of this audience tonight means that the last 13 years have prepared you to accept the many responsibilities and demands in today's ever-changing world. Certainly that is the hope of the faculty and staff of Ross S. Sterling High School, as well as district personnel. Take what you have learned and use it. Believe it or not, you will apply the knowledge and experience you have gained over the years in almost everything you do, especially as you meet new challenges. Class of 2012 at Ross S. Sterling High School, best of luck, success, and happiness to you as you venture out to make your future become a reality. Thank you.
All right, we have finally come to that point in our ceremony that everyone has been waiting for. Now, we have discussed the meaning of the ceremony with our seniors and would like to mention to our guests in the stands, while this is a happy and exciting occasion, this is a ceremony of honor and dignity. I hope our seniors have shared our conversation concerning the actions of the audience during the ceremony. While we are all happy that your children are graduating, this is their night, and we expect you to honor them during this ceremony. Most of these young adults are graduating in the expected 4-year period. However, there may be a few that have taken a bit longer. We should be extremely proud of all of our graduates for their perseverance in obtaining their graduation goal. I'm asking for your cooperation in maintaining the honor and dignity of the ceremony for the graduating class of 2012 so they can be recognized appropriately. Please remember that this is their night to be honored. At this time, we'd like to make a special presentation, so if I could have Morgan and Sam, please come forward at this time. We're going to make a special presentation for a fellow classmate who is not able to graduate tonight because he passed away while attending school here at Goose Creek CISD and at Ross S. Sterling High School. At this time, we will award honorary diplomas that will be presented by Morgan Barnhill, our senior class president, and Sam Valagamesa, our student body president. Accepting on behalf of Corey Arnold will be Corey's parents, Tommy and Carrie Arnold. Now at this time, just like Thayer did, we would like to please observe a moment of silence on behalf of our fallen ranger. So please observe a moment of silence. Thank you. The class of 2012 has been a special class for me, guys, as well as Mr. Curl and Ms. Pena. Each one of us has followed you guys for all 4 years of your high school career. And these men and women have done a great job out here, parents and grandparents and friends and family. We're expecting great things for them, as Jared said, in the future. And I hope when they were freshmen, that, when we came together, I told these fish that were here with us that we came here together as fish and we're going to graduate together. And seniors, we are here at this time, and I'm proud of you guys for doing that. Well, graduates, it's now time to receive your diplomas. At this time, I'm going to call forward Mr. Marshall Land and Mr. Ryan Rodriguez. They're going to announce our graduates tonight. So at this time, if I could have my line up on the 50-yard line, get everybody set up. Will the first row of the class of 2012, if you'll please stand. And as names are called, you'll come forward to receive your diploma.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to present the Ross S. Sterling High School graduating class of 2012. Rocio Castrian. Brooke Sherrod Castro. Quante Trevon Abraham. Pedro Roman Abrego. Jacob Ryan Adams. Kiasha Yanis Addison. Stacy Ann Allegria. Samantha Rami Allsbrook, Ivan Amaska, Ala Nabil Amagrabi, Carol Ann Alsdorf, Cami Alvarez, Trey D. Ame, Brenda Danielle Amasqua, Braden Kyle Ancelet, William Tyler Andrew, Dennis Roy Anthony Jr., Joseph Edward Anthony, summa cum laude, Dylan Jacob Arabi, Miguel Angel Arenas, James Randall Arnett, Clinton Allen Arnold, Tatiana Maya Arvey, Farah Ashraf, summa cum laude, Danielle Austin, Esteban Alejandro Barajas, Marco Antonio Barajas, Brian Vargas, cum laude, Morgan Elizabeth Barnhill, Sergio Barragan, Alan Gabri Bastigi, cum laude, Hunter Belts, Toriana Marie Ben, Eduardo Javon Barons, Teresa Marie Bentoncourt, Jamar Biddix, Lindsay K. Bellamich, Taylor Andrew Bingham, cum laude, John Tyler Bitterly, Randy Ricardo, Brandon Lee Boland, John Wesley Bonds, Melanie Louise Bonner, Roger Dale Booz III, Rodney Fitzgerald Booz, Garrett Marshall Box, Blake Allen Brannon, Damian Briggs, Taylor Mason Broderson, Raven Simone Broussard, Damian Briggs, Taylor Mason Broderson, Raven Simone Broussard, Hunter Edward Brown, Kyle Evan Brown, Sabrina Marie Brown, Ashley Irwin Bryant, Kendra Bryant. Sarah Lizette Benrostro. Adrian Michael Buggs. Haley Michelle Burns. Blake Matthew Byford. Okay. Gabriella Cabrales. Victoria Crystal Campos. Elizabeth Nicole Cano. Mercedes Yasmin Cantu. Ronaldo Cantu. Emilio Cesar Cardenas. Francisco Juan Cardenas. Sanita Teresa Carter. Clay Evans Casey. Victor Catalan. Carly Marie Cates. Celestino Serta. Joe Lewis Serta. Carla Nicole Chapman. Jeffrey Clark. Christian Giovanni Chavez. Denise Chavez, magna cum laude. Gabriella Gazelle Chin, cum laude. Jacqueline Caroline Chin. Elaine Alanis Klein White. Derek Ray Jean Cochran. Matthew Michael Corbin. Fred Arcel Coleman. Renika Shanice Colvin. Miranda Lee Cordero. Jasmine Lether Cornwell. Javier Coronado. Cameron James Cote. Jackson Allen Kraft. Lacey Don Crenshaw. Daniel Adam Crespo. Oscar Crespo. Celia Cruz. Carol Cravis. Brianne Davis. Conrad Alistair Davis. Stephen Taylor Davis. Jessica Carolyn Della Torre. Maria Jesus De La Rosa. Joe Adrian Del Toro II. Caitlin Ashton Dew. Hope Elizabeth Dixon. Reagan Janelle Dobbs. Albert Driver. Devin Dugas. Mayvon Dula. Kiara Tashay Edwards. Brittany Nicole Edwards. Brandon Glenn Elder. Stefan Elmore. Joy Francis Espraza. Dahlia Marie Espinosa. Tanya Lizette Estrada. Kyla Austin Eubanks. Braylon Evans. Naim Fadul. Blake Andrew Fail. Jessica Storm Felder. Kylie Denise Falanatora Fiedler. Quanisha Monique Fields. James Rashad Finley. Cody Douglas Presley Fleetwood. Matthew Fleming. Andrew Flores. Elissa Lorraine Flowers. Brandon Dwayne Fondon. Genesis Michelle Francisco. James Michael Franco. Justin Fultz. Johanna Guerta. Stephen Galvan. Jeff David Gomez Jr. Taylor Renee Gomez, summa cum laude. Gilbert Garcia III. Alexis Jose Garcia. Boga Eduardo Garcia. Thank you. Jeanette Garcia. Jeanette Guadalupe Garcia. David Garcia. Joshua Aaron Garcia. Sarah Elizabeth Garcia. Sarah Elizabeth Garcia. Nick Ryan Garson. Rodolfo Gazoria. Ryan Gotro. Jordan Alexander Gentry. Christian Lance Gesper. Kelsey Brianne Gesford. Laura K. Gesford. Ryan Hottie Gibbs. Brandy Elizabeth Jen. Kieran Jordan LeSamuel Glover. Justice Godfrey. Brandy Nicole Gomez. Julie Nasebet Gomez, cum laude. Braca Marie Gonzalez. Jessica Renee Gossam Kelly. Ryan Grigsby. Desiree Ulysses Gajul. And a Karen Guerrero. Reagan Gidry. Spencer Charles Hahn. Emil Haley III. Amanda Leanne Hall. Rachel Nicole Hall. Mason Chase Hancock, cum laude. Grace Hanson. Megan Leah Harlow. Michaela Nicole Harris. Dylan Raylene Harvey. Tara Cadu Hayes. Christian Hayes. William Roy Haynes. Ulysses Harada Andy Hernandez. Dominga Romanique Marie Hernandez. Edith Christina Hernandez. Everardo Hernandez. Freddie Herrera, cum laude. Carolina Herrera Munoz. Caitlin Ann Harrod. Cressler Fitzgerald Hill. Shelby Nicole Hodges. Shelby Lynn Holloway. Keithan Blaine Holsley. Caleb Bryant Hope. Zach Hope, magna cum laude. Jabrina Denise Hopkins. Kia Hobson. Akishma Tamara Horsford. Rashad Omar Hubbard. Frankie Earl Hughes. Isaac Infante. Spencer Tyler Ingram. Haley Nicole Irby, cum laude. Jennifer Ariana, magna cum laude. Fernando Rafael Izaguirre, Jr. Eric Andrew James Jackson. Gabrielle Michelle Jackson. John Jagnanan. Tyler Ryan Janasek. Brittany Marie Jason. Joseph Francisco Jean. Jasmine Sheree Jenkins. Jacob Jensen. Kathleen Ann Jimenez. Danielle Abby Jimenez. Jesus Antonio Jimenez. Ashley Beth Johns. Brian Anthony Johnson. Michael Dantaniel Johnson. Elizabeth Camille Johnson, cum laude. Charlotte Faye Johnston. Brittany Brianne Elric Jones. Khadija Naila Jones. Unica Akia Alice Jones. Dominique Kerr. Tamara Lynn Kelly. Kane Taylor Lynn Kendrick. Cole Kendrick. Sean Khan, cum laude. Eugene King. Kelsey Rochelle Kepke. Catherine Colas, cum laude. Oliver Kane Komeniki. Colton James Lamb. Alma Rosa Lara. Christian Edward Laura. Joshua Paul Larimore. Timothy Allen LaRue. London Lawrence. Robert Lazo. Rosendo Angel Lil. Imani Elise Lee. Kiana Lamel.
I wouldn't mind.
I almost did.
No problem, man. Kenneth Ray Lewis. Jonathan Andrew Licon. Corey Shane Lilly. Hunter Little. Megan Renee Locke. Kristen Elaine Lofton, summa cum laude. Tori Nicole Logston. Alejandra Cristina Lopez. Danzel Dewan Lopez. Pedro Lopez. Rafael Lopez. Frank Jefferson Lundy. Lizzie Macedo. Tony Macedo. Carlos Machain. Karina Ree Machuca. Deborah Madera, cum laude. Lupita Magona. Leah Mons. John Joshua Mariano, cum laude. Gerard Chavez Mark. Jace Martin. Zach Emmanuel Martin. Zachary Kyle Martin, magna cum laude. Abdias Martinez. Alejandra Del Rio Martinez, magna cum laude. Jasmine Venencia Martinez. Jesus Pedro Martinez. Marlinda Martinez. Nicole Alexandra Martinez. Jacob Newt Mathieson. Brandon Allen Mackinac. Brenna Kathleen McDade. Matthew Allen McEwen. Sadie McMullen. Madison Sue McQueen. Ashley K. Medford. Mildred Angelica Medina. Miriam Angelica Madrano. Didio Mina. Edith Mendez. Victor Mendez. Ivan Haro Mendoza. Karen Melissa Mendoza. Marlene Alejandra Mendoza. Valerie Isis Mendoza. Caitlin Ozan Miller. Ashley Jessica Minor, magna cum laude. Sholanda Renee Mitchell. Denise Araceli Monsivais. Linda Eladina Matemayor. Aaron David Moon. Brooke Moore. Brianna Marie Moreno, cum laude. John Danny Moreno. Cassandra Isel Moreno. Anthony Morguay. Michael Carlton Murray. Mallory Ulin Nylon, cum laude. Matthew John Nico. Cassie Ray New. Zachary Thomas Newman. Rodrigo Nolasco. Kenneth Andrew Norseworthy. Marcus Craig Oakley. Tyler Dylan Oakes. Nick Oden. Jared Paul Odom, summa cum laude. Candace Elaine Odom. Gage Tyler Oliver. Victoria Olivo. Sean Olvera. Danny Jordan O'Neill. Veronica Ordenales. Carmen Maria Orozco. Ashley Renee Otto. Dalton Lee Owens. Brianna Palco. Byron Antonio Palma. Brittany Nicole Parton, magna cum laude. Angel Patino. Angel Corey Patterson. Cindy Paz. Valentine Bravo Pedraza. Tabitha Marie Pill. Hugo Pena, cum laude. Victor Manuel Pena. Nicholas Adam Pequeño, magna cum laude. Kayla Giselle Perales. Eulogio Perez Jr. Rebecca Alice Perez. Rodolfo Perez. Tia Yushanti Parikh. Kelton Peters. Haley Lejean Peavehouse. Jacob Pierce. Carla Andrea Pinea. Estefany Pineda. Terrence LeBrent Petrie. Mason Tyler Petruca. Alexis Rachel Placencio, magna cum laude. Catherine Pepsol, magna cum laude. Eric Israel Ponce Castro. Haley Michelle Poole. Claudia Bianca Primutico. Nicolette Rayanne Prescott. Nick Frank Prato. Jonathan Kyle Queen. Erica Diana Quintero. Samuel Quintero. Ileana Ramirez. Juan Antonio Ramirez. Roy Ramirez. Stephen Edward Ramirez. Lucero Abigail Ramos. Brittany Michelle Rayon. Zach Reeser. David Reed. Cody Daniel Reed. Nareda Rendon. Michael B. Rice. Olivia Denise Richard. Trevor Adam Ridling. Jonathan Claude Rios. Mark Anthony Rios. Jacob Malachi Rivera. Guillermo Eduardo Roja. Star Robbins. Sabrina Irene Robles. Jesse Mario Rodriguez. Efrain Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez. Juan Luis Rodriguez. Miranda Ashley Rodriguez. Omar Alejandro Rodriguez. Selena Nicolette Rodriguez. Victor M. Rodriguez. Alyssa Christine Rogers. Charles Roy. Jeremy Scott Rush. Robert Garrett Russell. Dominique Deandra Ryan. Christopher Ray Salazar. Jordan Nicole Salazar. Enrica Salinas. Sandy Daisy Salinas. Catherine Michelle Salom, cum laude. Jonathan Sam Belay, cum laude. Kyrie Samuel. Alejandro Sanchez. Dalia Sanchez. Jorge Alberto Sanchez. Tiffany Roseanne Sargent. Hunter Brant Savoy. Christopher David Sawyer. Elijah Dante Scott. Natalie Segura. Miguel Angel Sepulveda. Cody Nicholas Shipley. David Singleton. Happy Yelan Situ, summa cum laude. Kara Smith. Mikey Smith. David Snyder. Catherine Elizabeth Jane Souls. Jesus Solario. Caitlin Antoinette Sorolla. Mark Anthony Sotelo. Connor Stahl. Candice Gabrielle Stamps. Madeline Nicole Starrett. Keats Lauren Stark. Lewis Stevens. Gabby Don Stomball. Jared Matthew Strokos, summa cum laude. Jennifer Marie Strokos, cum laude. Amanda Strychars. Jose Suarez. Mohammed Zaid Subidar, magna cum laude. Amber Elizabeth Tanton. Gabriel Tejeda. Sophia Marie Tellez. Jennifer Theory. Cheryl Thomas. Sherelle Thomas. Sholanda Rochelle Thomas. Kaylee Morgan Thomason. Jeremy Ryan Thompson. Kyron Thompson. Jonathan Thornton. Lisa Tannell. Crystal Marlene Torres. Joel Torres. Kimberly Arteaga Torres. Luis Enrique Torres. Vida Torres. Matthew David Barker Tunstall. Leslie Paulette Uribe. Rosa Valdovinas, cum laude. Walter Ramon Valladares. Sam Luis Vallagomesa, summa cum laude. Jasmine Roxanne Varela. Tyler James Vaughn. Ty Dalton Vaughn. Mayari Ali Vasquez. Ismael Vega. Jesus Vega. Andres Vila. Christopher Vila. George L. Velasquez. Aaron Elise Virick. Jessica Marie Villanueva. Santiago Santana Villanueva. Alfredo Villarreal. Gideon Lee Vossler. Corwin Lewis Wagstaff, magna cum laude. Ryan Lee Wallace, cum laude. John Nicholas Walls. Thayer Storm Wamsley, summa cum laude. Krista Dawn Watts. Corian Eric West. Braden Whitaker. Chadwick Dwayne Whitaker. Brianna Lynn White. Kagan Glenn Angela White. Lauren Ann Whitley, cum laude. Jeremy Isaac Williams. Amber Nicole Wilson. Catherine Renee Wood. Eric Justin Wood. Connor Dell Woodruff. Courtney Marie Workman, cum laude. Antonio Miguel Ibarra. Allison Elizabeth Yallen, cum laude. Mary Joyce York, magna cum laude. Antasia Young. Megan Rochelle Young. Armando Zaraga. Lakin Simone Zeno. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ross S. Sterling High School graduating class of 2012.
Hey, and I know who that came from. I saw it. I'm not going to do it. All right. Graduates, Lekon. All right, seniors, here we go. As a symbol of your graduation, at this time, if you'd please move your tassels from the left side of your graduation cap to the right side at this time. Now, please go ahead and remain standing as we have Abdias Martinez come forward to give the benediction.
Could you please remove your hats? Could you please bow your heads with me? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to be here, united before you. I pray, God, that you may protect us and keep us during our journey to our future. Bless us, Father, as we live on and pursue our dreams. Thank you, God, for allowing us to be able to come this far and pronounce the graduates, the class of 2012. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Just like them. All right. Join us in recognizing our class of 2012. Good job, guys. Congratulations. That concludes our ceremony. Thank you guys for being here this evening.